jersey. Ryan Suckett, weekend of the NFL on EA Sports.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones,
and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
At their own 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a few.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
his own 7th. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he stopped immediately there.
Marcus Golden on
tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
And it's 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Taken down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The quarterback. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how
Jayla! 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 Throw a roll of tissue up here. Hurry up.
do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks.
Just throw that top over the balcony.
Different angles that they chasing.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Throw it over the balcony.
Nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Ryan Suckup set to kick
Now
off.
it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun. Jones. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. There to stop them on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Tackle made.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And a Buccaneer first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Devontae Downs who made the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Giants nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 8.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take
that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. He can run. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the route is on here in this 1st half. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Giants.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun. Jones. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. It's second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Levante David, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw. Jones throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Then last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. We have hit. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He's tackled at the 10.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Tampa Bay.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A gain of 12.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
at the 7-yard line.
Oh, man, coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Xavier McKinney.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Good for a Giants.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I got my cover rolled out for you.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Levine Toilolo. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return is Mickens. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he's going to let one fly for, and that's caught inside the 35. Room here to run. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The kick is
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They run again with Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But that's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle by Leonard.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's a 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Fourth down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Nyheim Hines.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
32-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, it's Hines. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Nyheim Hines, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Buccaneers 44.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Ballantyne to return. And he returns this to the 22.
On the returns, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Jones.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Mickens to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
21-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will extend this big lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much.